Welcome back to Beyond the Game here at Capers Athletics, and we're back in our makeshift studio with women's soccer player Tamara Brown, and we've kind of gotten away from the tri-captains, and now we're moving down into the younger team players. But Tamara, it's 3 years since you joined us from Whitby, Ontario.
Yes, it has been 3 great years.
Now, I guess just to give a little bit of background on Tamara, she stepped onto the Cape back in, I guess, what was it, 2013 would be your first year?
Yes.
And she started every game since she arrived in Cape Breton, and that's not an easy feat on a Ness Timmins coach team. What made it so easy for you to come in and be an impact player right away?
I was nervous, coming into, because I didn't know what to expect, and the record that the Capers have had the previous years before I came, it was just I was a ball of nerves. And the fact that I started the first game, it was like an honor. I didn't expect to, like any other rookie that came in. And seeing playing time, I didn't expect to, but the fact that I did, I was always grateful for it, and I was excited.
Well, that was a big year for you too. I mean, that was an AUS banner year, up to your hometown up there in Toronto.
Yes.
For CIS, and I mean, you really made an impact up there. I mean, everyone talked about how hard-nosed you played, and when you look at Tamara, she's all of 5'2", I think, on a good day, and you're certainly not carrying a whole lot of weight around. So I mean, but you're one of the toughest players I've seen. Has that always been a part of your game?
No, actually, bring up my mom. My mom told me that I needed to be tougher on the field, because I'm going to be facing girls that are going to be twice my weight, twice my height, and she's like, you have to think of a way to be strong on the ball and make sure that you can hold your own. So she's like, you got to think tougher, because I was always the one that would just be easily pushed off the ball, and I needed to get that mindset that no one could, and I needed to think of other ways to make sure that when I hold the ball, I hold the ball, and I make sure no one gets it. So thanks, Mom.
No, Mom was great there. She was right on the nose for sure, and I remember that quarterfinal game with Toronto, and you went down, you got banged up there in the back, and you went off for a bit, but within a few minutes you were back on the pitch going at it. And I mean, it's a tough sport, and it's hard on the body, and to come back showed a lot of resiliency on your part. I guess we should touch on this too. I mean, we tend to have a lot of student athletes from all around the globe, but what brought Tamara Brown to Cape Breton? What was the selling point to bring you to CBU?
Well, I actually never heard of Cape Breton before I came here.
That's okay.
I always thought things happen in 3. So when Ness first came out to me at the Umbro Showcase in Ontario, it was held in Mississauga. That was the first time I heard of Cape Breton, and he sent me an email and everything, and then I saw a little banner down in Toronto of Cape Breton, and I was oh, this is the second time that I've seen this, and this has been within a week. And then in that following week, my school was having a university fair, and there was a Cape Breton booth there, and it was just okay, I guess I gotta go to this school, because I seen this in 3 different places, and within 2 weeks span. So I thought maybe I'll take a look at the school, and then I did my research, talked to Ness, and it just seemed like a good fit.
Well, certainly what he's done here for women's soccer is incredible feat, I mean, for such a small school. But it's been a great fit for you. I know you're in the BA program.
Yes.
Academically, you're doing well. I mean, you've adjusted well. Has it been everything you hoped?
Yes. Soccer was just my number one, coming in here, and then I got to experience it with the girls, and every girls that I've played with, they've just been amazing. So coming into Cape Breton, I feel every year it's just been making the experience, my university experience, even better. And it's with the people I am with, and school-wise, it's been great.
Now, Tamara, you've kind of bounced around the field too. Actually, the second game of your career down at Acadia, I think you were still playing striker or up top then. You scored your first career goal, which was the game winner, 1-0 game at Acadia. Then you kind of moved back. By the time we reached the CIS that year, you were playing defender.
Yeah.
You've been all over the pitch again this year. How's that feel adjusting?
It's good in a way. I love being able to help my team and support them. and I will go wherever he tells me. But it's like
the word according to Ness.
Yeah. And like playing striker, I was originally recruited as a striker midfielder, and getting to play defense. He saw me play defense once, so I think that was like a set. Like, you know, you can play that position, I'll put you there. But like, it's great. I'm happy that I get to play like in different positions and show my versatility. But like, I couldn't do it without the girls. You
do have a knack for putting the ball in the net, though. You have 3 goals already this year, 8 in your career. So I mean, that scoring touch has always been there as well.
Yeah. I never really was like much of a scorer. I used to assist a lot, and the fact that it happened like so quickly like this year, it's like, but I just like, I couldn't have done it without the girls. Like, even like with the 8 goals like beforehand, like I'm still in shock. That's like,
you're not used to putting it in the net.
No, I'm not used to putting it in the net, but.
Taking a quick look at the season, you guys roared out of the gate. You had a little bump in the road last Friday up at St. Avex. You dropped a tough 1-0 game on a very chilly night up in Antigonish. Bounced back, knocked Acadia out of the unbeaten ranks, 4-0 on Sunday afternoon here in Sydney. Now you're off to Memorial this weekend. You know, those are huge games.
Yeah, it's very big.
Big 2 games. What are you looking at going to Newfoundland?
Well, Newfoundland, I think we're just trying to play our game and not get any emotions or anything like that. Just stick to like the Caper way, like keeping the ball on the ground, because we have very technical players. Like, all the girls on the field are technical. No matter which position you're in, everyone is. And we have a very good balance, and like we have multiple girls that can play different positions. And people who are coming off the bench, when they come into the game, they're not like, the momentum is still there. They're able to bring like so much to the field, and the fact that we have that, and we have very like skilled and very like motivated players, I feel like we can give Memorial a run for their money.
Well, they're the defending champs,
yes.
So it'll certainly be a true test as we move into the second half of the season. You probably know what's coming.
Yes.
We've discussed it before, and everyone has fun with this, and I think you know, we're going to go down a different road, and I'm actually going to probably help you out, because I asked you, you know, we always ask everyone, tell me something I don't know, because I tend to know more about our student athletes than the average Joe.
Yeah.
And I kind of led Tamara right to this during a conversation, because her Twitter, and I'm not even sure Instagram maybe, but a lot of your stuff comes under Oksana Brown, and I was kind of looking for the origins of that. Where did that come from? Like,
Oksana is my middle name. And I was originally supposed to be named Oksana, and my middle name was going to be Tamara. But my dad, my mom said that he could choose the name of the second child that they were going to have. And my dad chose the name Oksana because it was after the famous figure skater Oksana Bayul, and he was like in love with her. So my dad, like, he wanted to name me that. So my mom, like, after, like, in the delivery room and after I was born, she quickly like changed the name, so she chose my name. So I'm Tamara Oksana instead of Oksana Tamara. So she did it last minute because she thought, like, who would, like, why would I name my child Oksana? Or I don't know what my mom was thinking. I think she was just nervous because, like, she's like,
it would be a little different for a Canadian name, I would think.
Yeah, I think that's what she thought. She's like, that's very like European and very like Ukrainian. It is a Ukrainian name, so.
Did you ever do any figure skating?
No.
No? Well, we're glad that your mom stuck with Tamara, because we all know you as T, and I mean, it's been great, and you had an all-star season last year, and we wish you the best again this year.
Thank you.
And we got to give a little shout-out to your mom, because she's one of our greatest followers on Twitter and Facebook and all that, and she's been a wonderful fan of Capers Athletics. And best of luck this weekend, Tamara.
Thank you.